Hello everyone, Ryan here. So this will be my first book haul of 2017. Well, yeah, actually my first library book haul of 2017. So I got a lot of books to show off here, so I'll just get right into it. First two I got, I got from my local library's free section. They have a free section, meaning free to keep. You can pretty much take a couple books here and there and take them home with you to keep. You don't have to pay for them. Don't have to check them out really. So first one I got is titled Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman or Kahneman. I don't know if you can really see, the sunlight is reflecting a little too much there, but yeah, this seemed interesting. This guy is actually, I guess, the winner of the Nobel Prize in Economics. So I had never heard of him before. This just seemed interesting to me. Plus, it was free, so. And then the other one I got is titled The Lost City. It is by Alan Ehrenholt. The Forgotten Virtues of Community in America. As far as I could tell from the synopsis, it's kind of about, I guess, figuring out exactly what it was about earlier decades that people liked a lot more as opposed to, say, the recent decades. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would say this probably has a lot more to do with nostalgia than anything else, but it seemed interesting and it was free, so. So next one I checked out is a very familiar one. I know, but I haven't read it. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I recently read one of her short stories, which is titled The Adult, or The Grown-Up, I believe. Yeah, The Grown-Up. And I really liked it. I mean, it was better than I expected, so it prompted me to want to check out more of her work. So, of course, I have seen the movie version of this. I thought the movie was okay. It was definitely pretty interesting, pretty intense. So, I checked this out. And I also checked out this interesting book, Legalizing Marijuana, Promises and Pitfalls by Margaret J. Goldstein. And it seemed like an interesting book. Now, it's supposedly written for a young adult audience, but I guess essentially it deals with the various medicinal purposes of marijuana and the fact that, if more people who truly need it had access to it, it would obviously really relieve a lot of their suffering, overall suffering. So, yeah, it seemed interesting to me. So I checked that one out. Next one is a graphic novel, Deadpool, by Marvel, obviously. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And this one has Wolverine, Captain America, and Deadpool. They team up for some reason. I had no idea that they teamed up at all. And then, of course, I also checked out Civil War. Whose side are you on? War Zones. There you go. War Zones. I will say that I really didn't like the recent Civil War movie, or Captain America Civil War. I don't know if I mentioned before. I think I probably mentioned before. But yeah, the comic book version, I definitely prefer a lot more. And I also checked out this one titled God is an Astronaut by Allison Foster. It seemed interesting. I like that it's written in, I guess you could say, email form. I don't know if you can kind of make it out there. So yeah, it's a story, obviously, fictional story, but it's entirely in email correspondence. So I like that idea. It seemed interesting enough. So I checked that one out. And I also checked out this Elon Musk by Ashley Vance, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future. Originally, I was listening to the audiobook version of this, but it got to a certain point where, I don't know, it just kind of felt like, I don't know, I guess for me the narrator's voice felt somewhat monotone, like a little too monotone. But yeah, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off in the actual physical book. And another one I checked out is another popular one, Girl on the Train, Paula Hawkins. Of course, I am aware there is a movie adaptation out. I haven't seen it, but I wanted to read the book before seeing the movie. So I've heard a lot of interesting things about it. I know some people really hate it, some people really like it, and still a lot more people really are, I guess, kind of on the fence about it. But and I checked out 3 more graphic novels. This one is Doctor Strange. What is it that disturbs you, Stephen? I did recently see the Doctor Strange movie. I really liked it. Though I will admit, I didn't know that much about Doctor Strange beforehand. But I'm learning a lot about his abilities from this graphic novel. The other graphic novel I checked out is titled Identity Crisis. And it's essentially about the Justice League, in which, I don't know, something happens where, it says here, wife of the elongated man is murdered in her own home. Superhero community is devastated. Every hero on Earth is shaken. They come together in mourning. They hold their loved ones closer, and they immediately begin a worldwide search to find her killer. But a handful of heroes think they already know who murdered Sue Dibney. Years ago, to protect Sue and others like her from supervillains Green Arrow, Hawkman, and Black Canary, the Atom, and as a Zatanna crossed a line, now their long-buried secret will break the superhero community apart. Definitely sounds interesting. Identity Crisis. And the other one I checked out is Star Wars Princess Leia. Yeah. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. This definitely does seem interesting. Seems like a pretty interesting storyline. I apologize for the light here. The sun's reflecting a little too much, but I don't control the sun. Not yet, anyhow. And the last one I checked out is definitely dated, but I don't know. I recently have become interested in this author. Look Homeward, Angel. It's by Thomas Wolfe. I recently saw a movie titled Genius. It stars Jude Law. I believe, yeah, Jude Law. He portrays Thomas Wolfe. Of course, the movie definitely seems pretty over-romanticized, but was interesting nonetheless. So, and I wanted to start reading some of his work. So I figured this was a good place to start, good one to start with. Wow. So that'll do it for my first library book haul of 2017. Yeah, let me know if any of you are familiar with these titles, have read them. Please don't spoil them for me. Not yet, anyhow. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you to everybody who is currently subscribed. I do appreciate it. Definitely. And as always, until next time, keep it real. Keep on rocking. Peace.